able to see Mike early land this jab right there that really knocked Jake back. I think that's his most effective punch of the round. But then we see
right to your left, so
the right hand grazes Mike Tyson by Jake Paul. That would have been a good shot had it been on the chin. So
Mike Tyson just revealed the shocking truth about the Jake Paul fight, and it's as dramatic as you'd expect. The man known for shattering heavy bags with punches like gunshots steps into the ring, and suddenly his brutal hooks miss. That legendary power turned down to gentle sparring mode. Fans can't believe what they saw.
Jake Paul landed a beautiful jab with right hand first, right there, and knocked Mike off balance 2 times. And Mike was highly off balance right there. I don't like how his legs look. Something wrong with the mouth gear.
That affects his eye.
Tyson's punches, which once made opponents question their life choices, felt more like friendly pats on Jake Paul. The man who turned fighters into memes before memes even existed couldn't take down a YouTuber with just 11 fights. Suspicious? Tyson just spilled the truth, and trust me, his explanation is juicier than anything trending on X this week. Fans are stunned.
Mike Tyson people talk to. People are there's certain people that are just crazy, man.
Well, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, they're like, this shouldn't even because he's too old. I was like, I think you're crazy.
Well, they're definitely uninformed.
Yeah,
because here's the thing: he is 57 years old. He will be 58 when they fight. He has had a long fighting career. He has been knocked out by massive men like Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. You know, he's had a lot of blows. And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation.
Joe Rogan, the voice of modern combat sports, didn't hold back when analyzing the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight on his podcast. Rogan called it surreal to see a 58-year-old Tyson sharing the ring with a YouTuber turned boxer. While he praised Jake's youthful energy and improving skills, Rogan couldn't overlook Tyson's slowed speed and diminished power. Mike still has that incredible head movement, Rogan noted, but the punches aren't what they used to be. Ultimately, Rogan concluded that while Jake may have claimed victory, it wasn't against the unstoppable Mike Tyson fans grew up idolizing. The fight left many conflicted.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong. You know, you guys know the whole story about Shark Week, and you know, if you don't, I begged him not to do the Roy Jones fight. You're too old. I love you. I don't want to see you take any more punishment. So I set him up on Shark Week. He got paid good money. And he's like, you fucking... So he almost flipped out the last day and was ready to kill everybody on the boat because he had to jump in with all these sharks again in the middle of Florida. And he's like, this fucking asshole says that, you know, he cares about me and everything else. I've been fighting since I was 12. And he throws me in the ocean with a bunch of sharks. He was right about that, too. But he basically said, I told him, Mike, you're basically 60 years old. And he's like, you honestly think this kid's gonna do anything to me?
Dana White just dropped a bombshell, admitting Mike Tyson was right and he, Dana, was totally wrong about the Jake Paul fight. Shocking, right? White had begged Tyson not to fight Roy Jones Jr., citing Tyson's age, but didn't expect Jake Paul to be the one to challenge him. Here's the kicker. Tyson didn't need to knock Paul out, he just needed to show up, collect his paycheck, and remind the world that when Tyson's involved, everyone gets paid. At nearly 60, Tyson wasn't just boxing Jake Paul, he was boxing the entire system. The fight wasn't about glory, it was about the spectacle. So, next time you queue up a sports showdown, don't kid yourself. You're not watching history, you're witnessing a cleverly disguised payday. And Tyson remains the ultimate showman.
The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X. a few days ago. Now this script has went viral. Let's see how accurate it was. The opening bell rings, Tyson is showing flashes of his old form, which actually happened. As soon as the bell went, Mike Tyson came out with that head movement, pushing forward. Immediately he stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Now let me just stop right there. Even before I seen this script, that's exactly what was going to happen. Like, what else?
We all hoped to see Tyson deliver a vintage KO, but let's be real, this isn't the Tyson of the 80s. And Jake Paul? He didn't knock Tyson out, not for lack of trying, but because the risk of rushing a 58-year-old who still knows how to counterpunch wasn't worth it. Paul played it safe, won on points, and added, "I beat Mike Tyson" to his resume. Was the fight scripted? Doubtful. If it was, they need better writers because this script lacked drama and surprises, but believe what you want. Meanwhile, Tyson walks away $20 million richer, and Jake adds another win to his record. Boxing purists, however, are left mourning the sport they love, crying into their vintage fight posters over what the spectacle has become.
They are upset over the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with some people claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money. Allegedly, there's this script that got leaked showing how the fight was supposed to go down between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. This was actually covered by World Star Hip Hop. So let's read this alleged script and see how the fight was supposed to go down. So round one was supposed to go like this. The opening bell rings and Tyson, showing flashes of his old form, immediately stalks forward with his signature bob and weave.
Mike Tyson just dropped a bombshell about the Jake Paul fight, and fans are calling it more scripted drama than boxing. Rumors of a leaked script claim every punch, jab, and stumble was pre-planned, like a bad reality show. Tyson opened round one with his signature bob and weave, while Paul spent the round dodging punches like he was avoiding chores. The spectacle has left fans questioning its authenticity. A few punches land, but Paul's youthful energy keeps him ahead. In round two, Tyson lands a body shot so sharp it draws gasps from the crowd on cue. Meanwhile, Paul, channeling his inner marathon runner, bounces around as if fatigue doesn't exist.
Ring cautiously, Tyson lands a few jabs, but Paul's youth shows in his superior ability. Paul connects with a quick 1-2 combination before retreating. Tyson's timing appears slightly off, his punches a fraction slower than his prime. Round two, Tyson comes alive, cutting off the ring more effectively. He lands a thunderous left hook to Paul's body that draws a collective gasp from the crowd. Paul weathers the storm, using his reach advantage to pepper Tyson with long jabs.
By round three, Paul exudes confidence, landing punches like a seasoned pro, while Tyson's trademark head movement slows noticeably. By round four, Tyson looks exhausted as Paul lands clean shots, turning the fight into a showcase for Jake's sharp footwork. Then, in round five, Paul delivers a perfectly timed combo that sends Tyson to the canvas. The 10 count seals it. Paul wins by KO. But as the crowd cheers, many are left questioning if they just witnessed a boxing match or a Broadway production. Tyson hasn't outright said it was rigged, but let's be honest. It doesn't take a detective to see the fight felt more like scripted entertainment than genuine competition.
Like I expected it to be.
What is your assessment of Jake Paul, the boxer?
A very good fighter.
Do you think he deserves respect from the public?
Absolutely.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation reportedly wasn't willing to risk a real fight, so Tyson and Paul turned it into a glorified sparring session with a dash of drama. Tyson claimed the goal was to entertain fans, but what they got was a watered-down version of boxing. The fighters agreed to hold back, no knockdowns, no knockouts, essentially playing tag in front of a paying audience. Tyson even admitted to carrying Jake Paul, helping the YouTuber turned boxer look good in the ring. Why? Tyson had his reasons. He revealed he'd endured a near-death experience earlier in the year, losing half his blood and undergoing 8 transfusions. While this explained his lackluster performance, it did little to appease fans, many of whom felt cheated by the spectacle. The event left boxing purists questioning the sport's integrity once again.
At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you knew he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. You know, I wanted to give the fans a show.
Tony Bellew called the fight a circus and urged fans to boycott Jake Paul until he faces someone who isn't eligible for a senior discount. Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis also weighed in, with Davis branding Paul a bozo for failing to finish a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Meanwhile, Paul, ever the showman, celebrated his win and even expressed interest in fighting Tyson's brother next. Because, of course, nothing says legitimacy like jumping from one scripted spectacle to another. This fight didn't prove much, except that boxing is willing to sacrifice its integrity for a payday. Tyson remains a legend, but this match felt more like reality TV than true boxing. As for Jake, the self-proclaimed problem child, is still waiting for a real challenge in the ring. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content.